All right, we're gonna get right into this one. I found a new tiller. It's wore out. It's been used a lot. See how that play in that thing, up and down in it. Got a lot of up and down play. I bought an adapter for this right here. This hose. I bought a new hose so I can run a big propane tank on it. I'm gonna heat this thing up. I'm gonna get it apart eventually. At least take the bearings out of it or whatever to put it in this one, or just try to fix that one. The tines aren't wore down like that. This thing's been used. It's been used a lot. So I put this on, try to start it. Carburetor starts flooding out. Me trying to start it, I burnt the starter up. I've got to replace the starter in the other videos before. If you check them out, it's in I don't know if I actually videoed them or not, but I'll go ahead and we'll do this and show you on how easy it is to change the starter. But I've got to pull that carburetor off. I think the needle's messed up on it. It's not letting the needle close on it. I don't think the float's working right. So I think that's what's wrong with it. But down here, it's pretty easy. 2 bolts, pull this wire, and slap the other one on, put new bolts in, or put the bolts in, and hook the wire up. That's all it is on that. You can tell I beat on it with a hammer. I didn't see no sticker that says don't hit it with a hammer. So, and if it did say don't hit it with a hammer, I'm justified. I used a pipe wrench. And I used my little furniture hammer too. It was a little lighter, but I wasn't trying to hurt it. It actually was smoking. Let's see if I can make her smoke again. Yeah, she's burned up. So I'm gonna change that out. I believe these are 9/16 and this is 7/16. So it's fairly easy. I'll get that done. Then we'll jump over to the carburetor. I just want to get this done where I can test this out and see if we can do my yard with it. I just want to get it leveled out so I can get trees planted this spring. Spring's about almost over now, I think, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this changed. I cranked her over. Now you can see the fuel just leaking out of her. Ah, man. So I'll get this pulled up off here and getting everything started on there. We'll go ahead and pull this off, and I'm just going to go through it real quick and check it out and see what's up with it. See where we're leaking, or see what's going on. If I find something that's not out of the ordinary, I'll bring you guys through and let you see it. All right, well, I got it all back together. I guess I should have left that thing off there, but you gotta get some fuel up in there. I took the carb off and adjusted the float height and cleaned it out a little bit. The jet and all that was clean. Yeah, look at that. She's pumping fuel out still, and I don't know why. I mean, the jet's the needle's clean. The seat seems all right. Golly. Let's adjust this thing all the way down. See what happens here. Yeah, look at it just flooding out. I'm almost wondering if this pump's causing her to flood out. Maybe that pump's just pumping too hard. Yeah, pump's going bad and it's just pumping way too hard. Or maybe put a filter on here and just run it from here to there. And just have it gravity feed. we're gonna try that. So I know I have fuel filters around here somewhere. Let me got pinch pliers here. Pinch this line off here. Let's see if we can't get that off there somehow, some way. We'll just see if she'll hook up to the car straight through there. Maybe might end up not needing that thing, that filter, because I don't really know if that. Yeah, she's not gonna reach. Gotta figure out a way to hook them two together. Gotta figure out how to hook them two together. I don't see that's gonna supply enough pressure to get up there, but kind of see how much. I wonder if I maybe pinch that line off to reduce the pressure. I might have to get a fuel pressure regulator to put on this thing. The way this thing's wanting to pump, man, we're gonna loosen it up to about right there. I don't want to burn this pump up, or that starter up. See that little fuel going up in the line right now? That's just basically gravity feeding it. It's about right there. Look at that. That's just nuts. All right, I'm gonna go find that filter that I have for this, and we're gonna figure out some other way to try to feed that thing. Yeah, she's leaking out of the carburetor again. So something's wrong with the carb. I don't know if it's the fuel pump or the carb. Probably both, but the fuel carb's leaking past the and I did get it to, it's not leaking around the bowl, but it is leaking out of the carb when it's shut off. I'll just have to make sure I get me a shut off and turn the gas off. I'm not messing with this carburetor no more. All I'm after is to see if this thing works. Get this loud thing turned off real quick here. Then I'll just take my pinch off pliers and we'll pinch that off for now. It's got to be in that needle and seat. That's the only thing. Maybe it wasn't leaking like that before. You guys see me pointing at this pulley? It's the wrong pulley. It ain't a bearing in there. It's just riding on that shaft right there. It's pretty loose. If I throw a bunch of grease on there, I'll be all right for now. But I have a new bracket two separate pulleys, new pulleys coming. They're used, but they'll work for what we need it to. And then we got that right there. So let me grease this thing up. I'm gonna throw the hood down, and then we're gonna go out. See, she's still dripping a little bit from the carburetor. And pinch off pliers don't work all that great because they're so big. I got a smaller pair around here somewhere that pinch that up a little better, but we're gonna, I guess we'll go ahead and go out and take her for a ride and see what we can do. See if she'll chill up some stuff if we break it too. I've gotta get the pin in that. Forgot about that thing. That's just like for the tensioner, but the belt's basically what size it needs to be. So that works out great. Yeah, so let me get some stuff throwed in this thing, that pin in there. Gotta find, well, it's cotter key, cotter pin, hair pin, split pin. I don't know what y'all call it, but I call it cotter key. Always have. So won't change my mind on that one. Yeah, just get this thing out of here. I'm gonna go out there in the front yard. We'll just have to run it with the yeah, it looks like the carbs quit. Yeah, it's dripping a little bit. That might be just excess making it pass. So I'm gonna throw some grease and put that pin in, and then we'll drive around and see if we can't till up the yard a little bit. See if we can do it without breaking this thing. All right, we got it done. Turned out all right. I probably should do it a little more. There's a lot of fine tuning left on that thing. Oh, I gotta get the gas can. The neighbor's over there on the front porch watching everything I do. You guys need to get you some neighbors like that, even though they're nosy. You ain't gotta worry about nobody breaking into your house. This is actually Tuesday, the day that this is supposed to be on, uploaded for you guys to watch. So we got people all over mowing. We got people over there in that little thing over there. There's the butte. She did it. I don't know how. She did it. The carb ended up leaking like a sieve because I filled her up with fuel. Gave her a bunch of fuel. And something's wrong with that carb. Probably the needle and seat. So, and then check this out. Both them pulleys come up off there. Look how loose that belt is. And this thing turned the whole time. Don't ask me how it was turning. Look at that, missing chunks out of it. But there's the pulleys. They fell off. So, I don't know. She kept going. She kept digging. So, I wasn't fitting to stop. I already had her half done. I lost my wing nut because I took it off so she'd get more air because of how much fuel she was getting. But like I said, I've got that other piece coming in, the whole bracket and both pulleys. I'll have to get a new belt now, obviously. I don't know how this thing held up, but man, it chewed up roots the whole 9 yards. This thing, it's a workhorse, man. It's actually, I mean, the only time she bogged down is when it was getting too much fuel. Other than that, she cut right through that dirt, tree roots and all. She didn't break. So I need to get new bearings put in that or something, or rebuild this other one. Use both these to rebuild a good tiller system. I had the pin in here. Well, she fell out, but it stayed in there. So I mean, this is supposed to act like a tensioner. Maybe that's why it kind of held together some. I don't know, but the spring broke again on this part. It just comes down the hooks, but there she is. I wish I'd known that, or I would have done that, because I was having to use my finger to pick her up. But she's a beaut, Clark. Definitely a beaut. She worked great. This will probably be the last of this on this video, or on this little build thing on this, because we know she's going to work. So I just got to get that pulleys on there, I ordered them on eBay, and the seller still hasn't sent them out. So I said, the heck with it. I'll just use it. And if the belt busts, the belt breaks. It's obviously an old belt. They don't make it like they used to, obviously. But everything held together. I'm surprised. Well, I shouldn't say surprised, man. Like I said, they don't build them like you used to. This is, I think, what we come up with, like 90 or 75, between 75 and 79, going off the motor, because the motor's built between 75 and 79. I never did get no comments about y'all thinking running this serial number to tell me what here's the numbers there. Let me get you guys zoomed in there. Then you guys can put down in the comments on what year that is for me. I might have to go in and get this video put on and uploaded. The guy's coming to get this that white thing. That thing there, I'll probably just sell it for like $100 and get it out of here. I don't know. I may take the guts I was going to build that riding lawnmower out of and put in here and get it to run, and then sell it, you know, a couple $100. And then we got to figure out another project to do. We got the 4-wheeler we need to start on. Probably start on that hopefully this weekend. Actually, I need to clean this place up again. I had it clean until I started messing with these tractors, getting this tiller hooked up. I had all the garbage in that white van that I sold. We got to figure out what we're going to put that on. I was going to put it in that white golf cart, but I told old boy come get it, because that motor's worth too much to be putting in that golf cart. And the golf carts, you know, runs fine with the way it is. So on that note, I'm going in. I'm going to get this thing edited and get it uploaded for you guys. And we will see you guys on the next one. Appreciate y'all. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I know before I said don't worry about the notification button, but go ahead and hit that notification button so you guys are notified. I got a lot of new viewers, but they're not subscribed. So, you know, if you're a new viewer, just hit that subscribe button. It's just like a little simple follow. Yeah, it ain't gonna cost you nothing. They don't ask for no money from you or nothing. It's just, you just hit that and you move on with your life. And then hit that notification button. Make sure you watch all my videos. If you guys ain't seen none of them, you know, some of my videos, and you're new here, go check out some old videos of mine. The kid left the bracelet out here. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate y'all watching. I know we got this big root right here I gotta watch out for, but there's this big hole right here. Shucked our pulley up off of there. So there it is. Maybe I'll have to stick it the other way. Don't remember which way I had it on there, but we'll stick it on there this way. But well, for right now she's working. I'm gonna go ahead and just start tilling away. See what happens. And then we'll bring you guys back in.